Yeah, because
I completely missed what was being talked about.
All right, stream should be live, so people go on and double check that audio and everything is as it should be, because there are a lot of things that could potentially be going wrong since we've switched to the new PC.
Well, I'll have to hear the story on why you're gonna destroy it later. Then.
Yeah. It's just because it's funny.
Oh. Post it to the Frame One Discord and people would just sob. Mike, okay, I literally got the notification. I have it set to give me auditory notifications. Okay?
That's crazy.
It is the only channel in all of my Discord that gives me auditory notifications. The only channel, so I know if I hear a Discord sound, it is coming from the Frame One Discord. And I have it set up to where, like, essentially I'll get a ping when they do the cancels, you know, like when people cancel their orders, so you can try to order them. I get there within 10 seconds every time, and it's sold out every time.
God.
I've been trying so hard.
Thanks for the Prime, Devi.
Woo!
Yeah,
Devi.
I'll just pass this one along.
With Devi,
It's yours.
With Devi as our resident tech checker, we are streaming on a new PC right now. This is what's going to replace the machine that I am using as soon as I get the S Plus video out the door, which, by the way, is happening pretty soon. I've got all of the video clips in place, so now all I have to do is get citations and fix the audio. So it's like actually super close to being released. Might happen this week. But after all that is done, I have no reason to be using the old computer, and so I will be completely transitioning over to this one. I have all of my OBS layouts and everything transitioned over, but not all of the sound stuff, for example, is over here yet. I don't have the program that I use as an audio mixer, and so that's messed a few things up already. There are a couple of things that might crop up in the middle of the stream here. So if there's anything that's going wrong, I'm trusting chat to let me know something's happening. Couldn't have guessed it was coming out soon. I mean, Devi was helping with the project yesterday. Devi will be featured in a number of prominent places. But
So when are we starting the road to X rank using only chargers?
oh boy, that would take a while. I would have to make some pretty significant improvements. I believe I'm probably around A rank on Charger right now. That's probably about as far as I would get on it.
Fair.
But that could be a bit. We'll have to see. Meantime, though, I'm gonna open up a League lobby.
I suppose I'll join.
I had to unplug my Switch to plug something else in, and so it's dead. So it's charging up right now.
Devi says quality is a bit scuffed.
Quality of what? Are we talking video quality?
It looks fine on my end, but...
Ooh, the other thing is I don't have any cat pictures on here, so I can't hide the screen. I'm gonna have to just mute the Elgato real quick.
Maybe she means the resolution. It might not be as high as it usually is.
So the bitrate is right where it usually is.
But it looks like you're streaming in 1080p, so the bitrate for 1080p is going to be...
Oh, yeah, I should check the base resolution. That's probably what's going wrong here. Oh. Okay, so first of all, the bitrate is at 1K.
Okay, that's the
problem. Wow.
I'm seeing it now. Yeah, I didn't have it in full screen, and I didn't realize how fuzzy it was.
It's a bit fuzzy.
That because that was a measure I was taking on the old computer because the CPU was chugging, and so it carried over to OBS here. Shoot. Okay, so the bitrate is quadrupled now. That might help.
Get more data.
Okay, yeah, it does look smoother to me.
Wait, what modes are we playing? What mode? Splat Zone.
Zones, Walleye, and Mako.
Wow! I do love Mako.
This is a really good Stingray map, which I would be okay with people running,
Intense.
even though it's splat zones and it doesn't paint anything.
I don't. Let's see. I don't even know what my ray weapons are. I don't think I have that many. I got the sloshing machine, a classic, the heavy splatling, default charger.
Devi says these are both Explo maps, which I would also agree with if someone wants to run that.
I'm always down to try the Explo. I'll give the Explo a try.
Yeah, go for it.
Explo is a weapon I've wanted to learn. What mains do you run on Explo, Debbie?
I would imagine there's at least a little bit of ink efficiency. Because that weapon chugs ink.
There's Mikey. Well, logging into a Switch anyway.
Yeah, I have to do off the hook.
Mhm. Debbie says, my 3 mains are Ink Saver mains, Swim Speed, and Ink Recovery.
Ink Saver main, swim speed, ink recovery. Okay. Man, all my ink recovery gear looks ugly though. A vital part of playing
Playing
this
Fashion
weapon.
Souls here.
I do have an ink saver main shirt, so that works. Maybe I have a swim speed hat that I could use.
Debbie says, if anything, double Ink Saver main is good too.
Double ink saver main. Okay. Let's see if I have shoes with ink saver on.
I definitely agree with the ink recovery, though, because you need to get a lot of ink back just to get another slosh out.
Maybe I'll
So,
get these ink recovery ones then. Decisions.
All right. Coming in.
How ink make the 2 question mark? I have no idea how to parse that sentence or answer that question.
How ink make the 2?
Hi, Jamie.
Well, my outfit looks ridiculous, but I guess that's just the Splatoon way.
How do make ink the 2? Thank you. Great clarification, Jamie. I understand perfectly now.
From the Dark Souls stream.
Oh.
Man, the Dark Souls stream was way back.
No, I did one this Sunday.
Oh, on your own stream?
Yeah, the Bravous Dark Souls stream was a while ago, though.
With Brandon.
Oh my gosh.
That was nuts.
My favorite thing was him attacking the Crestfallen Knight and then spending the next half hour suffering for his crimes. Pushing left for no reason, except that I wanna. It's a good idea? No. I'm down.
Oh, they're pushing me. I got pushed.
Got 2.
Nice job.
Ooh, inkjet. Ouch. Oof. Ouchies.
It's on the right side, correct?
Right down there. Yeah.
Just finished.
Couldn't
Just going
quite
right, though.
catch it with a bomb. I'm gonna sneak up right side.
No, I got chargered. Their charger's
Okay,
pushed
nobody
up.
saw me.
Bowser.
Their Swiffer's kind of cracked.
I'm gonna missile him just to.
Yep, that's good, that's good. Got one. Another one gonna pick my jump. I traded though. Good job getting zone. There's one behind it. Jumping into Simon.
2 backside of zone.
Ooh,
Oh. Ah! Oh, wait.
got one.
I thought you were the enemy.
Got
guess.
2. 2 on the other side of zone.
Ooh.
Just Simon.
Squiffer got me.
Oh,
And Squiffer inkjetting.
they directed me with the inkjet.
Yeah.
Same.
That position is really good, but it's also really exposed. You gotta
Yeah.
be careful when something longer ranges at you. I'm dropping down left. They probably saw me.
Squiffers,
Both of them saw me. I
Squiffers
think.
pushed up.
Got one. Brella on me. Brella weak. Didn't get him.
Did I?
We split up there. Ooh, good job though. That's 2.
Yeah, I got a double with my bomb
Careful,
rush.
that jump might not be safe.
They're not watching it.
Gonna bubble in, perhaps?
Can y'all?
Yeah, you're. Oh,
Darn it.
I got one.
I was hoping that the bubble would pick someone, but it didn't. There are 2 coming left.
Oh, the inkjet
Ah,
again.
just
that was
Andre,
around
just
the
Andre.
corner.
Really out of the range. Oh, okay, I didn't see the inkjet.
And Mikey DC'd.
Yeah, I'm.
Oh.
I'm at,
Oh
I'm
no!
on. Can you hear me?
A little
Yeah,
bit.
you're
Yeah, you're
just
Yeah,
rolling.
you're
really-
cutting out a bit.
Oh, they got me. Man. The Cox cable special.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, they saw that coming.
Well, we can just talk this one to bad luck. Oh, hey there. Somebody coming from right. You got me, Brella.
All right, Simon, 1v4 right now. Let's go.
Alrighty.
I'm disappointed
it.
you didn't splat anyone.
Man.
Yeah, wasn't doing too
Expo
hot
versus
there,
the
but
entire enemy.
I got the hang of the arc.
That's
So
good.
should be doing well this next one.
Awesome.
My speed test looks normal.
Mm.
So hopefully it's just a blip.
Yeah.
Probably was. Dang, that Squiffer got, what was it, 17? Jeez.
My bitrate graph is really funny because it just stair steps in a huge way.
People are trying a different weapon today.
All
Sort
right.
of.
Fingers crossed that Mikey gets back in.
I'm coming.
Hey.
Awesome
Yeah.
everything I
Mike's
got.
back.
Hey!
Oh.
We were lost without Mike.
Are there any specials that we don't have that we could use? Or should I just find another bomb rush?
Bomb
one?
rush is really good. Missiles are good for this map. I'm just being selfish and playing Inkjet, and then is that the baller explo? I think that is. So there's one that has baller and one that has bubbles. Simon?
Oh, sorry, I zoned out. I have the one with bubbles. I don't think I have the one with baller.
Oh, okay, sure.
I could buy it.
Right,
could
I
buy
saw
it.
bubbles in the last one. Yeah, the baller one I think is the one that people use most often, but Debbie can correct me on that. That's the one that
Yeah,
I saw Chara playing most recently.
After this one, I'll back out and buy the baller one.
Yeah. Because the
I'll
thing
just stick
with
with this one.
bubbles is that they're a really good special, except that the Explode doesn't have a good way to pop them. The bubble weapons that are in the meta right now, you've got like the K Junior, the Squeezer, they have ways to insta-pop the bubbles. And so you pop special, and then you immediately have a bubble-sized explosion right around you, which myrtleizes everyone. With the Explo, you can put them out there, but you can't really do anything with them. You're really reliant on your teammates to help pop them at that point. Best you can do, that's the one with Sprinkler, right? So you can put a Sprinkler down underneath them, and that'll eventually get them, but there's definitely counterplay to them. They're not as strong that way. So a lot of people favor the baller because it gives you survivability. If you get rushed down, you just have a baller in waiting, and you get to walk away and go, "Ha ha, you can't hit me, na 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 na."
Makes sense. I'll after this game, I'll back out and get that one.
How to make... Okay. I feel like they are trying to communicate with us. They're not just saying confusing things. How to make ink complete in, like, how end. I think, like, how does... Are they asking, how does the game end? Like, what's the objective of the game? How do you win? That almost sounds like what they're saying there. We got 2 down.
Bob got me.
I'm gonna rush this blob. Oh, there is a brush. Hi, brush. Bye, brush.
Damn,
Oh, I
jumped
got
into,
killed by the
think,
splash
Mikey.
wall. Are you kidding me? Ah! I got guillotine.
Jeez.
One coming right, one coming right. Watch the flank.
Bombs.
Bubbling.
Oh no, Blob Bobber again.
Oh, they're coming all the way around
Yeah.
with a hammer. That's the part that I missed.
Oh wow.
I saw that. I got away from it somehow.
Blob's here.
Oh my gosh, this Blob Bobber. Every single time I go anywhere, they're there.
Alright, I'm gonna ink it up. Oh crap, I messed it up. Okay, let's go in, see what I can do here. There is a very cool trick you can do on this map to get a ton of elevation and be very
Gosh.
safe. Rush
So
pushing
many
over
bombs
the top.
flying everywhere.
This is gonna be really dangerous. We need to watch both sides here.
Yeah, I was trying to.
I'm gonna jump out.
Rush is right around there.
Alright, get ready to rush zone. We're gonna need to do that in a couple seconds here.
Yeah, missiling.
There were bombs.
Getting ready, getting ready.
Alright.
We already need to go.
I am here.
Oh my gosh. I got 2 hits on somebody and they got me.
Oh, I don't think. Oh.
Junior left zone.
Yeah, this is
Oh
over.
man, that's it.
I got picked by a
Oh
bomb
my gosh.
before I could be in position.
I didn't know what was happening for like that entire match.
All right, let me go get the baller one.
So, Muslante, if that is the question you were asking, how you win the game, the goal here, the way you win, is by painting the rectangle in the middle, that shape. You can see it outlined on the map. And if you have that painted your color, you score. If they have it painted their color, they score.
There's also other modes, but that's the current one that we're playing.
Mm-hmm. That's how this one works.
Gotta find it.
How do you feel about Blob Blobber Deco? Yeah, Sprinkler and Bomb Rush.
Yeah, that's not a bad weapon. People
Okay.
use it.
2 long-range buckets.
Let's see. I'm gonna
With all the
run
cord working here, it
Zap
could be nice for some
armor
chaos.
and the paint.
Wobbing some blobs.
Devi has her Explo build on Sendu.inc if you want to look her up.
Ooh, cool. How do I find that?
So go to Sendu.inc and then under users you should be able to search Devi's name.
Devi. Found him. Thanks, Devi. That is a lot of ink saver main.
Yes.
That's a really clean setup. You have it's so weird to me to see like optimally made gear sets, like gear that has actual chunks that you use on them. Because my gear's all like random.
Right? Imagine being high enough level to be able to actually do that.
Mm-hmm.
So to be like, oh wow, this has like the bomb saver, that it doesn't have a random like special power up. No, like that's crazy. My gear's all gross looking, except for the one pure that I got RNG live on stream.
Yeah, that was pretty hype.
Live shiny.
I got one shot at the blob. Hydron zone.
Oh, I
Puts
thought
her
I was
down.
far enough away from the bomb.
Play safe, Mikey. I'm gonna try and come down to you, but I don't think. Yeah, they're gonna flank you. So be very careful about showing yourself here. Until you know where the Hydra is. They're left. They're left stack.
Oh,
Yeah.
there were 2 bombs.
All right.
There's one on.
Shouldn't pop that
straight
army
mid
yet,
in
but
front
I'm
of
gonna
point.
rush the Hydra and die. Good job getting the zone though. There's one flanking left.
Bomb rush on the zone.
Freezer. Junior weak, nice.
2 right stacks. They're gonna get me. Yeah.
Good pick. It's Hydra and Tri-Slosh.
Somebody's on
Tri-Slosh.
like right in front of us.
I'm jumping out real quick.
Junior's in front of zone.
Tri-Slosh is on left.
I'm on the way back.
Got one.
One's left
Get zone back.
stacks. Flash traded.
Trade. Nice. I'm ballering in.
All right,
Gonna
let's
try
go.
to get him from behind the point.
Hydra's top left. Junior on me left. I'm into zone.
2 on right stack.
Careful, there are 2 in front of you, Mikey.
1 coming from the right ramp, bottom ramp.
Oh, I didn't even see that person.
Yeah, they flank behind. 2 on here, 2 on here.
Oh man. That's not good.
Watch for the flank, they've been going for it a lot. Paint it up. Looks like Hydra's left again. Actually, no, it's Junior. Junior dropped off. 1 in our freezer. I got him. Junior on zone. Hydra right side.
Lobber right.
Ah,
Lobber got me.
activating my special and then immediately getting splatted.
Just you, Simon. Be careful.
Get throwing bombs over the ledge.
I have armor. Here it is. We need to go.
I'm ballering in.
Tri-Slosh on right, or on left. Got him. We need zone. Got 2. Still need zone.
1 right.
I'm painting
I'm
as
getting
best as I
pincered.
can.
Got 1. I'm down.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I
Hey,
don't think
Marmor.
don't think I'm an explode player.
They're like 1 second from winning if they get capped here.
Yeah. Traded with somebody.
No.
Tri-Slosh. Oh man.
You see your team?
Yeah.
Oh, your team finally got a new tryout. Awesome. Who's your new member, Jamie? I haven't seen if you like tweeted or something about it.
Yeah, that's probably it, Debbie.
At this point, a lot of my gear is actually swept because I had. You can see I'm at max money, and I've been there for a while now. So anything that had patches on it, I just went and farmed the chunks.
Yeah, I am definitely used to being in people's faces.
They're called Devil. We've nicknamed them Egg. So now we've got Satan and Devil, both competitive Splatoon players. Switching to his MPU Pure.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'll probably pull that weapon out on my own later. Want to get some good games in since we're all together.
What position are they going to play for you guys, Jamie?
Dedicated Tri-Slosh player.
Mainly Slayer. Okay. That is what a Tri-Slosher would do. Eyes.
I love Tri-Slosh. I still love Tri-Slosh.
Tri-Slosh is a lot of fun.
I just want to work on my aim so I can play other weapons. This is why I haven't been playing exclusively Tri-Slosh in this game. There's something just so satisfying about Tri-Slosh.
Just throwing
Ooh,
so
that's
much
a lot of
paint
paint.
everywhere.
Yeah, watch out for flanks
boy.
because this is the kind of weapon that would definitely just run up our closed and come behind us with a hammer.
That sounds scary.
Bomb. Oh, another bomb.
Or they just stand up on top mid. That works too. They're hammering,
Uh,
fleeing.
they're coming after me. So.
There's 2 hammers. Oh.
Oh, okay. Oh, we're wiped.
Yeah, they got specials faster than we did. They just rushed us with them. All right.
They hammered us with
So
them,
watch out
you know.
for spawn camps. I don't think they're doing any of that. Yeah, they're not.
I'm just gonna go clean up left side to try to get
Here.
Booyah.
Yeah, we don't want to drop down there until it's time to push. That's a pretty spooky place. The call out is literally suicide. Good cap. Now we just gotta hold it. Got 1. Got 2. Got 3.
Nice.
What a legend.
I should probably run some Inksaber main on this weapon. I am running out like crazy.
1 left side. Nice.
I got them. Completely by accident, but
Here's
I'll take
armor
it.
for the rest of them. Got 1. Blob on me. Got them. 1 top right.
missiles coming at me.
Hammer left.
I just
1
stood
far
down.
left too.
Got another hammer, but I'm down.
Nice take back of control
Pushing
there.
missiles. Got
Nice.
him.
Keep zone if we can. We're close to winning. Right around the right hand side
Blob
here.
right.
Oh man, I don't think we keep this for long enough.
Oh,
So close.
God.
Another hammer coming at me.
Just play safe for now. We've got a good lead here. Alright, nice, nice. I like the bomb rush. Hammer came out.
That got me.
Sploosh got me. Sploosh on zone.
Oh, the hammer.
Down. So try and work from the
I got
sides.
so many direct hits.
Because there's more cover on the
Okay,
sides than
traded.
there is in the middle.
Gotcha.
Alright, here's armor. We need to get zone back.
Whistling.
Good cap. 1 down. Oh no, they're not down yet. No, they are. Good job.
Oh, my
Oh, I'm
gosh,
down to
got a
blob.
double.
There's 2 back there. Good booyah.
Oh, had that.
Oh,
hammer.
jeez. Hammer got me.
Taking the side.
I have to jump on around here.
I'm down.
Hammer got me again.
Don't push in yet, Andre. Back up.
They're in our sneaky. 1 going our sneaky.
Oh,
Got us both.
I was trying to back up, but
They're still just tossing bombs on our sneaky.
Alright. Mikey, when I get there, I'm just gonna go in with you. You got 1.
Okay.
Alright, we need to go, we need to go.
You.
Zone, 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 zone.
Oh my goodness me.
Hammer's
Oh my
weak.
gosh.
Hammer,
yeah, hammer
well, we got
got me.
the cap. That's what's important there. That bought us some time.
I just need another push.
Good job
What
getting
the hammer
push
hit
out of
all the way
that.
up there?
Yes, hammer is stupid.
That Booyah really
Yeah.
helped, but
I'm getting spied way too much.
wait for the rain to pass, then I'm gonna start pushing.
I'm getting pushed down.
They're weak.
Sweaty. Okay.
Another one. Get the cap. We need the cap in 5 seconds.
I'm painting as fast as I can. I died.
All the missiles.
I
Dang.
had my bomb rush out.
What a throw.
Dang.
I was painting.
So the way
Look
we
how
beat
purple
the
that is, though.
special pushes there is we need to retreat to the sides. We're spending way too long in the middle, and the middle is just not safe on that map. You want to be like hiding around the box on the right or left, or using that wall, and that way, you know, they have to, it kind of bottlenecks them on their way in. They have to rush you from both sides at the same time for you to be at a disadvantage. Lets you stall for long enough that usually you can get some help.
Don't know if I actually like the K-Pro on that specific map.
The thing about K-Pro is that it doesn't paint a lot, and that's
Yeah.
its biggest weakness.
That's where we lost there too, is why I'm thinking maybe I switch it up here.
It's definitely like an S tier weapon choice in basically any other mode, but here it's like maybe A tier, just because it doesn't paint enough. If the other weapons behind it are able to make up for it and it can slay, then it's definitely, you know, worth its weight on the team. But that is something about it.
I think we just go back to the tried and true.
The try and true.
Call me crazy. But I think it might just work.
And Devi, as long as there isn't both a splash and a sploosh on the same team, I'll know what you mean if you mess those two up. Because I do that myself. Matic left. Matic rushing zone.
Wrecked him.
I'm gonna wreck it.
Didn't we play Suga Time or Suga Cat or whatever their name was before? Like on a
Maybe.
previous stream?
Try slash.
Well, 52 week left. I just did not hit them enough.
Oh.
We're 2 down. Back up.
96 on the left. 96 on the left. Try on the left as well.
All right, I'm gonna try and go in with Andre on the left. So follow me.
I am already in. I will wrap around that area.
All right, here we go. I got picked. Good job. One pushing into mid again.
On the left. Got him.
Thanks for the backup there.
Got it.
Armor out.
So that's kind of how we want to do our pushes, sideways.
Got him.
Not in my house.
Good work.
Oh, they're still back there. Oh, man. They played the long con on that. They found a little speck of paint.
Several their suicide. They're pushing out into mid. Got one. Got another one. Third got me. There's 2 more. One
Got
more.
one.
Nice, they're 3 down.
Nice. You can rush that. There we
Alright.
go.
It was all in the try slosh, baby.
And the flanks.
Yeah, see, they were trying to come out from the middle, and
I now see the error of our ways.
and that's how that goes for them. I will switch it up because I don't think we need double armor. Yeah, we got plenty of paint. Let's run this.
In K-Rap.
I'm enjoying this weapon. I've been playing it a lot in like casual streams and stuff recently.
I've been watching Takara TV lately, and she gets very furious at weapons like that. Sounds pretty funny to watch.
Yeah, she was born in the salt, raised in it. Jamie just says Taco gets mad a lot. Congrats on your mint ice cream, Jamie. The more you have of it, the better, because I don't like it. My dad is a stalwart mint chip guy. It's his favorite ice cream by a long shot, and I just cannot get into it.
Yeah, mint is a very interesting flavor for ice cream. I'm not like for or against it. It's just, it's cool to look at.
Hypothetical question: K-Pro, K-Rapid, Heavy and Junior, too little paint. Let's see on tower control. Tower control is probably the single most defensible mode to use that, but I would still say paint is going to be an issue. The Junior, it paints a lot, but it can't paint very far forward for itself. It can't, like, rush into enemy ink to paint that. So, like, you can only really paint something if your team already has control of it. Those other weapons are good at getting that control in terms of getting picks, but they also aren't going to paint as much. So it's going to make it harder when they're not slaying quite as crazily. Very clean team wipe there. Proud of us. Love that for us. Traded. Just a blob. I splatted Splatoon 3. Oh no. What have I done?
Oh gosh.
Rip.
Got one.
Oh.
Oh,
Did I get one with my sprinkler? I got one with my sprinkler.
Did I get a direct with that 180? Because if so...
Clipping and shipping.
Yes.
Oh. I also splatted Splatoon 3.
This was a game of
Alright.
Splatoon.
Man, I got some crazy bomb combos there.
Oh no, Jem,
Man.
you've added 3 more years of dev time!
No.
I'm a monster.
Yeah, that was a game.
They just kept coming off that left drop area, so I just kept
Yeah.
standing there.
Exactly.
Yeah, we had a comp that was very well designed for stopping that. 2 buckets and a blaster? Like, jeez. What are they supposed to do about
Don't
that?
forget the sprinkler.
The sprinkler, most important
defensive
ingredient.
sprinkler.
Mikey has
They didn't-
missiles too, which can reach up over there, so
Yeah.
it's just a land
I mean, they
mine.
didn't seem to know how to deal with that sprinkler. Like, they just kept going around it without getting rid of it, so.
They nerfed sprinklers on the most recent patch.
Really?
Interesting.
They actually, they were pretty solid up until that point. Like, they painted a bit when you threw them down, so it was almost like a burst bomb's worth of paint that you got out of it right away. And I think what they nerfed was how fast it painted after it was down.
Mm.
Okay, so it like spins a little slower or something?
Pretty sure. You guys can double check and see if I've got that backwards. I know there was a sprinkler nerf at some point. Yeah, patch notes are available on the Splatoon Wiki site, and that is always a great source for that sort of information.
Watch out for that.
Got Dynamo?
Free.
Oh, I did not see a bomb.
They're pushing you, Mike.
Yeah, they're going left, it looks like.
Got him.
Nice. Alright, I'm gonna try and deal with the charger here.
I'll missile him as well.
Dynamo on the left
Awesome.
of mid.
Yeah, that'll shut him down long enough to keep zone.
They're ballering in.
Yeah.
The roller.
Got him. Armor coming out.
Then he's stuck in the corner on right. Hammer.
Hammering.
Wow, they didn't hit me with the hammer. What was that?
Now they're gone.
That is a vital part of using the hammer.
I blew out by accident, but I meant to clip it, which I did. That was really funny.
Oh, I couldn't get out of there.
Ballering in. It's 2 down. Just the arrow
Saints
spray.
River is like
Lol.
saving my life right now.
Push that closed.
One's coming right.
One's top right.
The mini they dropped. Oh, they're on me.
Oh yeah, the
Got
sprinkler
him.
is definitely going a lot slower. Oh, I did not see that roller right there. The roller's right in front of our ramp.
Got him.
It's one of them down.
One going right. One far right. Got him.
Nice.
Top mid.
Traded with roller.
That hammer got the revenge on me.
Got him.
One in our suicide. Bomb rushing. Got him.
Nice.
Armor up.
Down.
Oh, I got
Nice.
beamed. Oh, they didn't get paint fast enough.
Bean.
Yeah, I guess I was looking at the sprinkler and it had been up for a while and it was going very slowly. So I guess that was the nerf.
Change focus, right? So in the situation where you're fighting one and get flanked, turn. In most cases, you'll get a trade battle another.
Not our best, but
I'm having fun.
left to be played.
I wouldn't say, Devi, that snapping is bad, that it's a thing you shouldn't do. Like, if you're in a situation where someone sneaks up on you, like, obviously you're always going to be at a disadvantage there. The answer is always to know where everybody is, but just because that's not your plan A doesn't mean you shouldn't work on your plan B.
Big Dokun. I feel like that means something.
But yeah, there's a part in the upcoming S Plus video where I talk about how, you know, moving around, aiming, shooting, snapping, stuff like that is not the situation you want to aim for. One on me. Back to zone here.
Out of here, chicken.
2 down.
One on right.
3 down. I'm dead.
3 up on me.
Oh, one right stack. Pro going back right.
Yeah, we're coming through. Ah!
Oh, no!
Oh gosh.
I'm being rushed on right.
Got him, got him,
Oh,
got
they
him.
missed you. That's good.
Okay. Cool.
I'm down 2 on right.
No, I tried to save you with the armor. Get out of there. I don't like that.
Oh gosh. Okay. That
Oh,
chicken actually almost
man.
saved my life.
Careful, Mike, near last. Okay,
Junior
great.
flanking left. Junior flanking left. That Junior has such good aim.
Got one.
No,
moving on
this
zone here.
flat ball.
Oh geez. Yeah, the junior was still there.
That Junior's insane.
Oh no, Neo Splash was up top left.
Ah.
That Junior just has my number. Watch out for
Don't
hammer.
push in yet.
Oh gosh, that went right by my head.
They're flanking left.
Okay,
one
let's,
on right
let's
as
move
well.
in from right.
Heading back.
Armor up.
Whistling.
Oh my god, hit him. There we go.
Left stack, one. Now they backed off.
Okay, they jumped out. We should take zone here. Oh, directed one.
Oh okay, cool.
That's one down. That should be another down. Got him. And I'm down.
Oh, the rain. Oh no, they're spotting!
Traded.
Gonna rush in.
Armor out.
Got one with my bomb rush.
Flanking.
Oh, I meant to be
Oh,
behind.
behind. Traded.
Oh yeah, bomb coming in. Oh, and hammer.
No! It's so hard to get around hammers. It feels like hammers have so little counterplay. It really sucks.
Sploosh flanking us from behind.
The counterplay is to move first and shoot afterward. You don't want to be shooting as they're coming at you.
Yeah, I usually catch myself tapping to turn around, which slows me down. Armor up.
Sploosh
Got
behind
one.
you. Oh, I think that's a sploosh. Got them.
We got a paint zone.
Painting as hard as I can. Booyah.
Ah,
Rip.
bomb rushes are
Booyah.
never out fast
Booyah
enough.
threw a wrench in things.
Yeah, and Booyah eats bomb rushes.
Yeah. Mhm.
What about a sprinkler and an unbreakable ink armor? Unbreakable ink armor, so you just get invincibility for 8 seconds?
That would be insane.
I mean, Bubbler isn't even that, because Bubbler was only activated if you were close to the person who used it. So it at least encouraged people to group up. If you could make everyone invincible for 8 seconds, then they'd just fan out and kill everybody.
Mew 3? Excuse me?
What?
They've gone too far this time.
That's
Something happened.
Not too far. Yes.
It's never too far. We have a Porygon Z, we can take a Mew 3.
Elsa, why would you make a psychic snowman?
Definitely didn't mean to throw my sprinkler down there.
One on the back of zone.
Oh. One right booyahing.
Oh, yep, didn't see him throw it
Right.
behind me.
Get away somehow if you can, Andre. Jump out might be a good idea.
Ah,
Oh, you're good.
jeez.
Okay.
Yeah, they had me.
Ooh, okay, I'm dead. Should have respected the machine.
One on right. Armor up.
Oh no. We're feeding.
thought I could armor through it, but
Yeah, machine is covering.
Oh my
place I wanna
gosh.
be.
Nozzle nose got me.
Going left this time.
I can't break through.
No. No.
Well, you
Try and
guys
go
over
in
there,
and
I'm
make
gonna try to
something
get
happen
left.
here.
Yeah, if you can distract them, I'm gonna go in left.
Oh, of course, Nozzle nose got right behind me, and Briad as well. At least I spotted one person.
I painted as best I could.
That was a nice snap. I am proud of the shot that I hit.
Let's see, do I want to go back to the splash? Let me stick with this. Snow Sprinkler's not the best bomb to have. I'll try one more time.
I'm gonna switch to the new bow.
What was the NZAPS kit? Didn't it have echolocator? One of the only Splatoon 1 weapons I played was the NZAP. Splat Bomb and Echo, yeah. That's a really good kit.
I'm just
Echolocator was
shushing
wall
you a
hacks.
little bit.
Oh, I didn't even notice that we already got our power. We'll do one more here, and then we're gonna shift into VOD review mode.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah. Sprinkler is like using Substitute in Pokemon.
Yeah, that's pretty apt.
It is really good though on maps where like you can throw it on the ceiling. And
Yeah.
it's really obnoxious to try and aim up to shoot down.
Can I throw it on the Jumbotron that's up here? Or is that too high?
It's too high.
Yeah. The one on left stack, floor.
Not actually sure if the Jumbotron has a
Ooh.
collision. They are on right now.
Yeah, they
Oh
went
my
all
goodness.
around me.
So remember to paint so that the carbon there doesn't get to do carbon things. Come at me, carbon. Come on.
Oh.
Let's dance. Got him.
Got
Open
the
spot
roller.
bomb is just barely out of frame.
I'm out of it. I'm
Oh,
in position with the
bomb.
baller. Wait a second. Okay, I'm going in. They just popped armor.
That nozzle nose is a little hard to get
Oh
around.
my god. I got direct hit by that ninja.
That's two down.
Carbon on right. Maybe coming back to left
Oh.
through street, I think. Yeah. They're in our freezer.
I traded with them.
One top right. And one painting zone from left.
Oh,
Good job.
Carbon's coming around left. Thanks.
Nice. Out of me. Permanently.
Ah,
Nice. Let's get
feels
zone.
bad when they get a double with a bomb.
Watch out.
oh, yeah. Didn't see it.
Roller coming up left again. Got me.
Got the roller.
They're weak.
Got another one. Ballering.
Top right, top right.
Junior on me. I'm down.
Junior went left.
Junior's, yeah,
Or
far back.
roller.
Oh, okay.
I got.
They're gonna be coming in from right and mid. Got one. Roller is in mid.
They're left stack now.
What? Oh.
There.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
I was out of
that,
dank.
they
Didn't
had
do
like
anything.
no ink in the air, but then it just.
Oh,
landed on
what?
me.
I have no idea how he came from there. I definitely saw him on left stack, and then I guess I lost him after that.
Oh, I almost got the inkjet. His carbon roller is just nuts right now.
I got 2 hits on
Landing
him.
every flick.
Yeah, you shouldn't expect them to ever miss.
But it's
They
more
just
that they're
missed
hitting
3
me from. It's
Hitting
more
us
that
from
they're hitting me
half-court.
from like really far ranges.
One pushing Mikey on left, behind him.
One on right,
Mm.
ramp.
Zone.
Time.
Rip.
Yeah. That was my bad for going down right at the end. Alrighty. We're gonna get set up for.
I think I'm gonna bounce actually because Boss Man wants to have a call. So
Alright, sounds good.
Alrighty.
have fun,
Peace
y'all.
out.
See ya.
So now we get to see how easy it is for me to switch over to this screen. So if we go
Oh, okay.
Okay, check, check. Cool, that's good. Say something, Andre?
Hey, hello. What's up?
Perfect. Okay. Turn myself up a little. This is fine. It's fine where it's at. All right. So audio should be good there. We should be hearing me and Andre, and if I turn this on here, you should start hearing some people doing call-outs in German. All right, cool. It looks like all of that is going through. Am I correct?
Looks like it, yeah.
All right. Awesome. So I wish there were a way to full screen windowed so I could make this a little bit smaller and actually have the chat on screen, but it'll have to be like this. Okay. So, the team that we are watching here is Pink Team here. This is Rising Tide. Vonnie, the NZAP player, is the one who contacted me about this, and so that's who we're doing this for. They are, like we've mentioned, a German team, so you'll hear some of their callouts in German, but most of it you can actually probably parse, even if you only speak English. So, let's get things going here. So, we'll talk about comps here. They're doing tower control. I think that they have the better comp than their opponents do. It checks a lot of my boxes here. So I want to look at their opponents first and talk about that. They've got Nautilus with the Inkjet, They've got a brush. This is the Splashdown brush. I'm surprised they're not using the Nouveau and using the Baller instead, although Splashdown is most defensible on tower control because you can get a super jump to the tower and then make it safe with the Splashdown. That buys you a little bit of extra time to be on the tower. Devi does that all the time on the custom Hydra. That's the one reason she'll ever use that. So it's the most defensible here, but I still, feels a little meh to me. The Hydra, I guess maybe they didn't want double ink mines because the Ink Brush Nouveau has ink mines and so does the Hydra. They're using the Hydra that Devi uses here, the armor one, and they've got the armor Tri-Slosher. It's interesting to me that they're going double armor because on tower, if you have armor and someone shoots you, it can bump you off the tower, which can often be really bad for you. But it is going to be good for fights, and they might want it just because the brush is going to be playing flanks the whole time, and they're going to be wanting to shore up those 3 players so that they can fight together, even though the brush isn't maybe necessarily with them yet. So I can kind of see that. But the problem I have with their specials is they don't have anything that's going to aggress the tower with the special. They don't have a Booyah Bomb, they don't have a Ray, they don't even have something like Missiles or Inkstorm that's going to put any, combat pressure on the tower. You can't really rely on the Inkjet being able to do that. A lot of the time the Inkjet itself is threatened. You can't throw it out there willy-nilly and just expect it to take them off the tower right away. So they need to have their players alive to be able to contest the tower. They can't do that from disadvantage at all. Whereas on Rising Tide's team here, they do have 1 armor, but they also have a Booyah Bomb. They have something that's really good that they have is they have a K-Machine, which the reason I say it's good is that it's some way to attack the tower that's not a straight line shot. With the Charger and with shooters, there can be angles where it's really hard for you to actually aggress the person who's on the tower. And I'm not saying that this is like better than the other teams because they've got a Tri-Slosher as well, and the brush also has the ability to hit over ledges. But being able to hit up over a ledge or up over the pillar in the middle of the tower are both really good things to have. And so the K-Machine is really good for that. I also like that they've got a good number of lethal bombs here. They've got 3 lethal bombs plus a fizzy, which is never a bad thing to have. Whereas the other team has ink mines here. Ink mines are still going to be pretty solid for putting them on the tower, and they otherwise have, I think, 3 lethal bombs there. I think this ink brush has splat bombs, so that's not too bad. And they've got a good mix of ranges. They've got 3 weapons that can play pretty aggressively, but they can also kite back pretty well with their range if they need to. So these guys are going to be able to play safe. And these guys have a Nautilus, so they're going to be playing pretty aggressive. They're going to have flanks, they're going to have Tri-Slosher ambushes, and they're going to have the Nautilus just peeking around the corner and deleting people. So that's pretty good to offset the very passive Hydra here. So them's my thoughts on that. Let's get going in here. I would say in terms of paint, they're pretty even. If anything, I give the advantage to Rising Tide here. They have an Enzap, which is a straight-up painting weapon. The brush paints a lot, but that's not its job, is the problem. And all of the other weapons are a little bit subpar in terms of painting. The Nautilus and the Hydra both have to charge up before they can fire, and the Tri-Slosher is pretty short range. It spreads out a little bit around it, but it's not going to paint a whole ton just because it doesn't shoot very far in front of it. Okay. So, rolling out here, the other team is a lot more scattered than you guys are, which kudos to you guys for rolling out as a unit here. Looks like you guys kind of have a plan for where you want to be, and you're putting yourselves there right away. I like putting the K-Machine here to harass over the top. This is the best equipped weapon to be hitting people over here and making sure they can't flank. And this will give your frontliners the opportunity to push in and take mid control without having to worry about this flank, which is a concern there. The brush is already over here, and you guys have already spotted it. It makes itself known, and then it goes for one of the longer flanks that's available to it. You know, it's like, oh, I don't feel like I can go into mid, so I'm just going to flank right away, and it goes up and I hear right there, brush is going for, I think that was a German word, but then they said flank. I couldn't quite hear as well. But they're going for the flank with the fan over here, which it's going to take a really long time. And I would say if there's one thing I would criticize you guys for here, it's that you can see on the map they're doing this flank. You can physically see that they're doing this flank. At this point, this is a 4v3 until the brush comes back into play from behind. Push over fan. Try and get some pressure on these guys with your front line here, because they're putting their brush out of play, and this Nautilus is going to have to rotate back. Right now, their plaid is a little bit exposed, and you might be able to put some people over here and get some damage done before any of them are able to be in position. The Tri-Slosh also drops here. If you had been rushing fan at that point, you catch that Tri-Slosh, and it's 100% a free pick. Every single one of your weapons outranges them. They don't get in range in time. So that would have been a good idea. But you guys decide to back up here and be in position to deal with the flank, which you just snipe him right away. But even if you didn't snipe him, you had the end zap in position. This is a very good, defensive play in that it's going to stop the flank, but it's also leaving your front line out here not able to do as much. They're kind of just in a holding pattern until you're able to get back into the game. From that point, once you get that pick, I would just drop the end zap down into mid and have everybody rush into mid and get control here. You guys have had an advantage in a couple of different situations. I guess maybe with the inkjet there, that's a little bit more aggressive than you'd want, but even then, if you're rushing two people forward towards their fan, I bet a machine and a K-Pro together could take that inkjet out of the sky before it does too much damage. So maybe you saw the specials they had and didn't want to challenge it. This splashdown should get shot down, because what should happen is the Nautilus should stay back behind the fan and try and shoot it out instead of rushing forward into a 1v3 here. So you guys get away with it, but I don't want you to get used to that idea, because Nautilus, if they've got any charge at all, they just walk a couple steps back, shoot you down. They've got one of the fastest kill times in the game, and they definitely had the range to do it. So you ended up getting away with it, but I wouldn't recommend continuing to do that. So now I want this guy to be yelling, "Help right, help right, help right." I want them to be getting their teammates over to deal with this brush, to deal with this Tri-Slosher so they don't get pincered. They start calling it now. I don't see a lot of rotation from you guys here. At least the splashdown, to me, should scream, we need to run right and help out. I feel like you don't have to lose that K-Machine. I feel like if the K-Pro or the N-Zap is in position, you guys are able to take out this brush and start moving in from that. As it is, he gets a flank, and then he just goes down immediately. So good collapse on the brush to get the trade back at least. But it seems to me like you guys are playing really passively. It feels like there is not a lot of aggression going on when you have earned yourself an advantage. It doesn't matter that you get a pick if you don't do anything with the pick. Once you get a pick, what you should be doing is, if they're in position to fight, force the fight, because now you have an advantage in that fight. Especially, have your N-Zap drop armor as soon as you get a pick, and that should be the signal, hey, everybody, we're rushing right now because we have the advantage of armor, we have the numbers advantage, let's go. When you get a pick, it seems like you guys are just waffling around in mid a little bit. You're being too careful. And because of that, nobody has touched the tower on either team in the last minute. It should be like one fight happens, one team comes out on top of that fight, and they immediately start pressing their advantage by getting paint in front of the tower, getting map control in front of the tower, and starting to push the tower. Once you get a pick, get yourself positioned so that the tower can move safely, and then start pushing forward. The one reason I feel like you might be as passive as you are is that there's a Hydra in play. And the way that you have to deal with that is with bombs. Throw fizzy bombs, especially up over the top. That's a pain in the butt for the Hydra. Because the thing about the Hydra is that it is slow. The Hydra not only moves slowly, but also before it can have an impact, it has to charge up for a really long time. If you force it to move, you force it to sacrifice its charge. So not only does it have to move back, wait a second, and then move back in, which, you've got it out of play for a couple seconds. Now it has to spend another 2 or 3 seconds getting its charge back before it's in play again. 5 seconds is an eternity in this game. In that time, you can move from the tower all the way up to where the Hydra is if you want to. And so you can take more advanced positions, move to new cover off of just throwing one bomb at the Hydra. If you guys put a Booyah bomb on the Hydra, oh, it's out of there for a while now. You put a Booyah bomb on him, he's forced to go maybe back to here. You've got someone on plat at that point. You're already throwing more bombs at him at that point. So get some pressure on this Hydra, and that's what will allow you to push forward aggressively and take advantage of these picks that you've won.
Nicht früher. Aber kann jemand den Elevator
Okay, jetzt
hochschieben,
rein.
bitte?
Los.
Hallo?
Pressure,
Please?
pressure die.
Dann halt nicht.
Hab sie. Okay, nice.
Quick note, in case I didn't go over this already, the team that I'm talking to, they're not on the call right now. They're not listening right this second. This is recording for them. They are German, and it is past midnight for them right now. I think it's like 1:30 a.m. or something. So that's why they're not here with us. They are sleeping. All right, I really like this. You guys are taking good power positions. This brush is absolutely feeding. They have no right to be here whatsoever. I would be upset with the brush if I were on his team for trying to push in this situation. He knows that he's got a teammate or two down. He knows that they're going to be rushing up onto plat. It's just not a reason to be right there. You need to be expecting that someone's going to come over fan, someone's going to come up over the left, and that you're going to get pinched from there. If the brush is going to do anything, they should be flanking around behind, and I don't agree with them doing that necessarily in this position either. I'd rather they just be waiting.
Ich hab still Bomb Rush. Ich will den nicht verlieren.
Okay, so I want the Cape Pro to be getting out of the way there. Okay, good. Tri-Slosh regains their fan here. And so now that makes it a little bit more linear. You guys have to push in just this one direction. So they're starting to regain map control despite the fact that they're one down and one's out of play.
See, just Bomb Rush.
Okay, I like the bomb rush. And you guys are able to trade for the Tri-Slosher here.
Hab den Try.
Geht
Nobody's
Tower,
on
geht
tower. Okay, they call get on tower. That's good. But at this point, we've given the Hydra enough time to get in position. I think on paper, I feel like they shouldn't have been able to push in the way they did. They only had 2 members up, and you guys had 3 there. So I feel like maybe you're not seeing them in time. Because the way that the Tri-Slosher gets this splat is by getting up close, and they have a really fast kill time if they're up close. But they shouldn't have been able to get up close. You guys had multiple people in position to hold those angles and paint in front of them so that they couldn't get that close, and that if they wanted to push into your range, they were just going to get shot for it. So I think your K-Pro and your K-Machine especially could have held that push off and just weren't putting down enough suppressive fire.
Now just drop.
All right, so now we've got another person down, and this player is staggering in. So the machine needs to get away. I want to see if they're going to retreat from this position.
Now just Elevator.
They don't retreat from this position. They stay in the fight. If you see something like that, you need to be calling, we're 2 down, back up, run away. Because at this point, the brush is able to get a successful flank off, and you lose a player for no reason. What could have happened is you could have had that K-Machine drop into mid and run away with the K-Pro here. You would have 2 players that are still in mid, which means that the brush can't just freely waltz in. You know, nobody can... They have to assemble their numbers and push forward as a group to displace those 2 players. But now it's just a K-Pro. They have no control against 2 players who try to push them. You've got to give up mid at this point and back way up and maybe just paint for special. So that drop that they did right there, where they all came in together, if your machine is back here sloshing over, it's not as safe for them to do that, and you delay for another couple of seconds, and that gets your team in faster. That means that you don't sacrifice as much of mid control. Okay, you should be able to see that the brush is coming this way. Let's see how you deal with it. I like the K-Pro's work here. Excellent work, excellent work. The K-Pro did exactly what they needed to do. They slowed the brush down so that they couldn't get that flank off until they were in range. The brush desperation splashdown. That's an easy snipe. Good work. This inkjet by the Nautilus is really badly placed. What they should be doing if they're going to inkjet from here is getting the fan raised and getting up onto this wall so they have the height over, say, the Capro here. And if they time that at the same time the brush goes over, now that's a big threat to your plat. But since they're in mid, they can't hit up over this wall really easily. So this is a pretty punishable inkjet. Might even be something that you could have sniped, but good job on the Machine getting that pick. Machine gets a little overzealous here. They don't have backup because everyone retreated from the inkjet. So I expect that they just die here for no reason. Oh, they do get a trade. Okay, so that's better than nothing. And this push is very dead because this is just a Hydra trying to do it by themselves. The Booyah Bomb missed in a pretty big way there. You need to be a lot more careful about your placements on the Booyah Bomb. This accomplishes just about nothing for your team here. If anything, you want to be putting the Booyah Bomb behind them. You want to err on the side of throwing it too far because that forces them forward. That lets your team shoot right at the front of the Booyah Bomb and know that they're going to be hitting someone. But as it is, they're able to just retreat here. And if they were smart, they would jump out, but they decide to stay in here and they're just going to get collapsed on. I don't know why they're trying to push the checkpoint at this point. They really have no right to be trying that. They should have just dropped back here, super jumped back to spawn, and reset.
Brush is mid.
So now with that advantage, they don't have a Hydra, and you just got the brush trying to do something. I don't know why they're there. They have no backup.
Hab die brush.
So you should be able to start getting some aggression going. I like that the NZAP is already pushing up here, getting paint on their plat. That'll make it slower for them to move in. It'll get the NZAP to get armor, which I think they just popped actually. But it'll get, you get that paint. And this Tri-Slosh can't push in against you. You have longer range than they do, and you also will have backup coming over the fan in a second. So if you just kind of stand there and paint, worst they do is hit you with a burst bomb. Maybe they try and double burst bomb you. If they've got really good accuracy, maybe they can pull something like that off. But that's all they can do. You outrange them. You can throw bombs at them. You can kind of just hold this position really well. And now that you've got support coming over the fan, I really like that you guys went for that. So the K-Machine kind of tunnels on the Hydra here, which I understand because the Hydra is a very important defensive installation, basically, for them. But they're out of position here. I feel like if you just bring the K-Pro over to the left a little bit and maybe have them peek if the Hydra looks over this way, you can have the K-Machine focus on the Tri-Slosher instead. And if the Hydra shoots at the Machine, then the K-Pro peeks them around the corner, and that's a very quick and easy splat from this range. So then you've got this guy focusing on who's an immediate threat to him, and they might be able to, get a direct on them, maybe get some chip damage. And if the Hydra focuses on them, then they're gone for sure. If the Hydra doesn't focus on them and focuses around the corner here, well, you've got cover, so you can just back out of range, and you get a 1v1 against the Tri-Slosher instead. So I feel like that's probably the better target, but maybe you didn't know they were there or something. That happens. So you do end up trading, and this is still a great position for you guys. You've got someone with range advantage against the Tri-Slosher. They're staggered to all heck. They've got a Brush who went down recently. They've got a Nautilus who's spawning back in recently. So the Tri-Slosh is basically on their own. They cannot stop this push. You should be able to get some value out of this. You're scoring here. Now the Nautilus is going to be back in play. You need someone who's watching this to make sure that there's not anyone who's going to get in position there, because this right here is the biggest threat to the tower at this checkpoint. It's not here. Here they have to push uphill. Here they have to come and hop over a ledge and expose themselves. You get maybe one person watching this, and this is covered unless the entire team is pushing through here. And then it's just a couple of bombs, and they are forced back. But this area needs some attention. And this is something that, I want to see the Booyah Bomb getting popped to cover this area and protect the tower. And then the only thing about the Booyah Bomb is it's going to force them to drop down, which means they're going to start playing aggressively. So you need someone ready for them as they drop off there. But that's what I would try and have you guys do. Now that you see someone shooting there, there's the Booyah going up. But, oh, you put it on the tower. Nobody's going to rush the tower in that position because you still have two people behind the tower. You can still get back up on the tower and stop it from pushing. The tower is not what you need to protect. In fact, they all back away from the tower, and this Booyah gets no value whatsoever. put it where they are. Force them to rush into you with the Booyah Bomb. Throw it past them. That Booyah Bomb, I consider that wasted, and now the Senzap should go down to the Tri-Slosh. They should be able to rush and take plat control. Their brush is starting to flank you guys. This is a dead push.
Er try-clicked me. Bin down.
Okay, Hanna, du bist allein da. Kommst du raus?
Good jump out. That was exactly what you used that little corner there for. You can see there's one heading you off on the right. There's one heading you off on the left. There's no way out. You jump out of there. Keep your special. So that was awesome.
Try is left.
All right, so the Hydra is firing on the tower. What that should scream for me is take cover until he's done and then peek him. He's in a really exposed spot right now. Charger, just like don't even expose your laser. Get a charge ready for as soon as their charge is done, and then peek out and see if you can right peek that. Good pick, good pick. You didn't even need to wait because they were focusing on someone else. All right, so now you've got the Inkjet to deal with, which again is being used in a really suboptimal position. They don't have a good angle over the edge here. It's really hard to see from this camera angle, but what's happening is that shot is going up over the ledge. So even though, you know, it looks like it is going up over the ledge and it's like, yeah, that should be able to threaten anyone. It only threatens up anyone back until about here. Once you get past this line, it's too high above them. It's going to shoot over their heads and you're not going to hit anybody. So I really disagree with their inkjet positioning. A stronger inkjet placement is either going to save it and use it up on over here to get over the ledge, and they're going to use that as their way through the second checkpoint, or they're going to use it from this wall to get that height advantage.
Ja, jetzt usen die.
Okay, let's see how these guys got isolated over here, because that's a scary position for them to be in right now.
Kommst du raus?
So you jump out from there.
Try is
Okay, so they're all in mid. We're all in play again. You don't have a bunch of ink back here because the Hydra's painting over the top. Okay, we get the Hydra, and then I guess you're rushing in because you saw that we got the Hydra. But that dropped down. I don't know if anyone called that. And the thing is, that's not safe. Because if there's anybody here near the tower still, they have line of sight on you before you have line of sight on them. And so you're able to back up because they do a silly splashdown instead of just splatting you. I'm pretty sure that they could have been in range to... Yeah, they're in range to hit you from there. I don't know why they're splashing down. They just swim up to you and go whap, 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 and you're dead.
Ja, jetzt usen die.
So I don't agree with that play of theirs. You might be able to get them here because the Hydra is the only one... Hydra and the Nautilus are the only ones who have good enough range to really contest that splashdown unless they're right under it. And the Nautilus is over here, and they're over here. So splashdown, not a bad idea, and now you can get some support from your teammates. You trade with the brush, and then the K-Pro probably didn't have to drop down there. They could have probably just shot from above and used that height advantage where, you know, the brush can't hit them from there, but you end up with a 2-for-1 trade anyway, which is good. Hydra's jumped back in, so it's the Hydra and the Nautilus. You're able to dogpile in and get a 2-for-1 trade, so that's really good.
Manni, kannst du Tower machen, please?
So now, I want to see someone pushing up aggressively onto plat. You take long enough to do that, and you don't have any paint there now, so it's going to be a lot harder to get anybody up on here, and you should probably actually lose to the brush here. Yep. So the fact that it took so long to push up there, and the fact that the first person to get up there was a Charger, who's going to get immediately splatted by a brush. Does this brush have Ninja Squid? It doesn't show it. That's annoying. Okay. I'm guessing the brush might have Ninja Squid. Let's see if we can spot it here, actually.
Yeah.
Would be up here. If you can see it. It's too hard to tell from that image anyway. So if they have Ninja Squid, like, you're not going to see that coming in most cases. You're not in position to fight that. You don't have any ink at your feet. You don't have time to charge up before they can get in range of you. Charger should not be the one who's pushing up there, given how long it took you guys to push forward.
Sorry.
So now you're one down, and now you probably
No.
can't necessarily push. You might be able to isolate this brush, which you do. Awesome. That was really good. All three of you, you know, realizing this guy is out of position here. Let's collapse on them. So that's good.
Sehr gut.
So now you're all below them, which isn't great because now they can shoot down at you. But at least the machine can contest that area. Maybe you throw some fizzies, get them out of position. The NZAP, though, you know, seeing them out here probably needed to back up. Because, let's see, where do they come from? They're right back here,
Sehr gut.
and they're firing already at this point, so maybe you didn't have time, but backing up is the play there, not trying to take that fight. You want to get out of their range if you possibly can. You have no cover from this position. Maybe you come around this area. Maybe you just try and back up and maybe go back in over their fan or something. But being out in the open like that can be really dangerous at that position. You guys, again, do a good job of collapsing. A lot of these fights, you guys don't really have the right to be winning because you're at a numbers disadvantage. The reason you're beating these guys in fights is that you guys are working closer together as a team. Whenever one of them pushes in and isolates themselves, you guys are putting 2 members on that person or 3 members on that person. It's also a fault of this team that they are staggering in a lot, so they're not paying attention to when one of their members is down. They're not playing the 4v3 or 4v2 game. They're throwing themselves at you in 2v4s. You know, they're rushing members in when, oh, it looks like we have 3 members up, but in reality 2 of them are respawning still. So I think that we'll see at the end. You guys have like twice their KA. That's the main reason that you're winning this match. It's that you're outslaying them that well and you're working together as a group. But against higher level teams, they're going to group better, and then you're going to have some more trouble because of the way that you're playing around the objectives, because you're being too tentative to get a rush off and push the objective when you have an opportunity, and you're not thinking of your specials quite as strategically. You're not using them to push through a checkpoint, you know, to push through the point where they're going to have the strongest defense. Okay, why does he go down there? Let's take a look at this. So you guys are like isolated out here. Your teammate has gone down. You know this is a 2v3. At least you have, your team has had all of the information they need to know this is a 2v3. So now your K-Pro backs up, but your K-Machine keeps pushing forward. Okay, how did they get the Hydra there? What happens to them? Oh, it looks like you just get a good fizzy bomb off on them. Or no, there's a suction bomb. Okay, so you get the Hydra, and so you're feeling confident. You maybe see that the Nautilus is dropping down here, which means that they're not in position. Okay, you got the pick. Cool. So they are actually multiple players down, but you're stuck on the wall against a Tri-Slosh, and that's just not going to work out. I don't agree with hopping up here, because you know that the Tri-Slosh is still in position to hit you, and they're still in range. So it's your splat time, the speed that you splat at. It's that speed on the K-Machine versus the speed of the Tri-Slosher. Tri-Slosher wins. Tri-Slosher splats faster than the machine does. So you're just going to lose this fight. Good job on the K-Pro trading back, though. Good awareness of the fights that are going on. Good job kiting back the brush. The brush should have been able to get that if they had good aim, but you retreated, which they clearly weren't expecting, and so they were missing you, and so you made the best of a bad situation. I love this flank. They're clearly focused in this direction, and so you notice that. You go in, you get a pick, and now this Nautilus is forced to rush ahead because they can't be going this way. They have to push this way. They rush into a 1v3. Now, the one thing that goes wrong here is that they actually play this really well and get some picks. Let's see if there's anything we could have done better to prevent this guy from getting as much value as he does. So he rushes forward. He knows he's at a disadvantage. He doesn't want that fight. He knows there's someone on tower, so he's rushing forward. He doesn't even go after the person on the tower. He's just like trying to zero out this machine right away. It's crazy to me, actually, that he's able to miss, swim, get a charge back in time, and get the pick before the three of you were able to hit him. Granted, the machine doesn't splat super fast, especially at close range. It can kind of be hard to hit. Granted, the charger here is doing tap shots, but at least the end zap should probably have been able to do enough chip damage that if a single tap shot lands, if a single, indirect from the machine lands, you take this guy out. So
There's stress on me. No, been down.
So now this has taken so long that your teammate is kind of left out to dry up here, and they're going to start collapsing on you. So Charger needs to jump out, which they do. Enzap needs to retreat, which they do. So good recognition there. Your coordination is pretty solid in terms of, like, when a fight is going down, you're positioning the places you need to be, you're working with each other, you're pushing up as a unit. So that's all good.
Unter elevator.
Good job getting the trade back on the brush. You probably needed to retreat back a little earlier. So from right here, right, you saw that they put ink over. So that means that there's someone very close to here. Now here, you're still standing and shooting. At this point, with this much paint being on the spinner, you need to be dealing with this paint because they're going to rush at this point, that they see you focusing on something else. That's exactly what happens. They get the pick before you're able to do anything, and it's only because your team is close to you that they're able to trade back against the brush, and that's not a disaster. Their armor is not the worst, I guess, because they're about to put an inkjet over the top, and the inkjet, I think, should get a pick here. They do. But the Hydra is left out in the open, and you get a good pick on them in return. Now it's just a question of whether... I would actually not be shooting at the inkjet at this point. You don't have range to hit them, and if they see that you're there, you're a sitting duck out in mid with no cover. So I, as the K-Pro here, would be like, oh shoot, I just splatted the Hydra. They know I'm here. I need to hide behind this fan. But the inkjet tunnels on your charger, which they're not going to get, and you're able to just be there and camp the jump.
Nice, sehr gut. Sehr gut.
And at this point, this should be game over. Granted, they could theoretically put someone on the tower in time, but like it has to be a dumb rush like that brush makes. Like it's a 1v3. There's no way that they're going to get on there, and I don't believe that they end up doing it.
Session.
Okay. So we'll look really quickly at the splats at the end.
To be honest, can't plan for.
So as you can see, this is all because you guys are grouping so much better than they are. As soon as one of you takes a bad fight, you've got the K-Pro and the machine, or the K-Pro and the NZAP, or the Charger watching, they're all ready to dogpile on that fight and get the trade back. And so that's why this team is not able to get as much done against you guys. But given that these are your KA numbers versus them, the scoreline at the end should not be this small. You guys should have been able to push through that second checkpoint easily, probably even the third, based on how well you guys were fighting compared to them. So focus on keeping your specials and keeping your pushes dedicated to the times where you need to push the hardest. The times where they might actually have a strong defensive position that you need to shut down. The times where they've got specials to use to fight with you in neutral. You need to be putting more resources down when they're in strong positions to defend to maintain your push instead of just losing it as soon as they respawn. Because they're not playing their fights well as they come back in, but they're playing them well enough, and you guys are putting up little enough pressure at those key moments that they're just getting you off the tower and forcing you back into mid every time. So that is what I'm going to say there. We're going to go back to our Splatoon layout here, and we've got enough time to play some more games. So I'll hop back into League with you guys here.
Alrighty.
I know that Mikey dipped out, so if we could get someone from the chat who wants to join us here, we'll have room for that one more.
Woo!
Yeah, the ranks were interesting. I feel like that Hydra is definitely not B+ level. They're playing, I think, well enough that they're probably more in that S+ sort of range like the rest of their ranks were. But it was interesting that some of them were as low as they were there.
Saw Devi hopped on a Splatoon 2 like frame 1 after you sent out that invitation.
Oh, hey, Druth.
How's it going, Druth? Devi mentioning that one part where I was talking about how the charger should peek the Hydra here. Devi's like, this Hydra is getting sniped. It is definitely getting sniped.
I'm just loading back in.
Yeah.
It's taking a second.
One other thing that I would say for the people in the VOD review, and maybe they've paused it at this point and they're not seeing it anymore, but one other thing I would say is have your spectator at least briefly look at the gear that everyone's using when they're recording it. Everything else about the camera control is fantastic there. It's just, that's something that it's useful to take a look at as a team. Okay, and Simon, you're on your way?
Yeah, just have to watch the news again for some reason.
Okay. So we've got a blob and an Explo. Oh, and is Devi in the VC? Not yet. Okay. I am ready and willing to drag Devi whenever she gets in. I said these were Explo maps. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna play a shooter.
I might actually switch to, never mind. I'm gonna stick Tri-Slash.
See if I can get to level 42 real quick.
Rain, Bomb Rush, Baller, Armor. I like this.
Oh, there's Devi.
Hello, Doovie. So Chibi's internet went out. Fantastic. You love to see it.
Oh no.
But there's always the VOD.
Devi, you're muted, by the way, for trying to say anything.
I did say hi and then forgot I was muted.
Power 2100, and that's a
Like
quite a difference from earlier.
Yeah, it's because we've got two competitive players in here, so they're gonna be solid players. I got one.
I already considered this
Another one in the right corner. The right corner.
Ow. On my ouch.
Okay, we'll focus in front.
Jumping into Devi.
Oh, I couldn't get out of there in time.
Might not be a great idea. There's a blaster here.
Yeah, he's coming at you.
And a friend.
Yeah, there's like 2 or 3 on
Traded
left.
with blaster.
Ugh.
I'll wait for you guys to spawn.
Yeah.
I'm going right. Somebody's jumping in the right.
Be really careful, Andre. It'll be a good place for you to
Oh my
keep,
gosh.
but I'm gonna push in from left.
Okay.
Machine is. Oh.
They keep throwing down.
I am down to machine.
pink
That's my bad.
curtains.
I'm used to people just letting me in there after we respawn.
Oh, the booyah got me at the tail end.
Alright, I'm gonna try and get their attention
Ooh.
towards me. Ooh, okay.
Wow. Yeah, the Kenzo roller just got me around the left immediately.
Blaster and suicide.
I tapped it.
I couldn't get the splash on cancel in time.
Oh, they got me.
We
from
need
the
to rush the
grate.
zone.
Ugh.
What even? Oh my goodness.
Hi, Diolas.
Oh, hey, what's up, Dio?
Oh, Dio, it's Dio. I was like, huh?
Is I Dio?
All the lads and lassies.
I haven't
I
seen
hear you.
Dio in the Twitch yet.
Yeah, we haven't seen Dio in a minute, actually. It's been a while since we've done like a VOD review with him or anything.
You're just in time for the last 10 minutes of class.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've already done the VOD review. So we're finishing up with a little bit of League. Getting on Splatoon for the first time since February right now. Wow.
Oh boy.
Well, some of it really is like riding a bike. I think you'll be back into it before you know it. Right. Incorrect, Jamie. It's incorrect.
Just played the reverse card.
We played these guys earlier.
Yeah, I was about to say they look familiar.
Ah. Okay.
Glugas. Ay.
I've been seeing a lot more Glugas lately.
They're right behind the left. I marked the Glugas.
It's never been an extremely popular weapon. Just a really slow fire rate.
One on the right.
Oh,
Both wall
well,
weapons.
is definitely
Oh,
got me
booyah,
hurt.
booyah.
I'm dead to this.
And baller.
Peace.
No, the wall.
All right, we're one down. Be careful. Don't push
They
in
do
by
have
yourself
double
here.
wall, so heads up.
One on me. Got him. Okay.
Luga's on right.
Here's armor. Let's go. One on me. Suicide.
Fuck. Yep. Got
One
him.
on the
One on
right
zone.
corner.
Try slash through suicide.
Oh,
Two there.
Yep,
With
goodness.
armor.
Gluga was right corner.
They're gonna rush you.
yeah, Luga's on right.
Yeah, one far right.
Still on
Inner
right
closed.
corner. Oh,
No, they
Oh,
baller.
Probably a bad jump.
Yeah, it was well played by them.
Oh,
I shredded
well, we shredded
baller,
the baller
but-
at least. They got me afterwards.
I'm
I've
going in on
only been
left.
spotted by those
Got him.
Lugas
Oh,
this
we
entire time.
traded.
oh no, there's two here. Skedaddle.
Oh, I hit him so many times, but oh, you jumped out. Okay.
I did. I can't do much in the 2v1 close range.
Oh, I kind of cornered over here.
I also thought you were gonna die, Jim. So I played it safe. Oh, there's one behind us. In there.
Yeah, I need to stop challenging the Glugas enclosed.
Pretty masters at
It's
I
just
got
Debbie in
one.
there. Go push up with her.
Ay.
There we go.
Got one down.
There we go. That's the idea.
There's a baller.
Oh,
yeah,
they
incoming.
got me.
Behind their suicide.
Two in suicide. Two in suicide.
Closed. Ooh! One from the right.
Okay. I gotta back up.
He's
Oh, they're all
everywhere.
over the place. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're dead, Simon.
I know. I'm just trying to minimize losses.
They're using specials.
Oh, booyah, right on top of me.
Yep.
I'll wait a second, but we'll need to go in pretty soon.
Uh-oh. Oh. They pushed super hard there.
Yeah, I think the Glugas are on right now.
Dropping down. There's two on
I'm
me.
on the way, but I'm gonna be late. I just won.
We're two down. That's game.
No, the
Dang.
baller.
I didn't get a single splat the entire time. My goodness. Oh man.
Yeah, Glugas hold that right side really hard, and then they were able to just put everyone else on left.
I was a little
Wall
nuts. I feel like I couldn't go
painful.
anywhere.
The wall weapons really make it difficult on walleye.
Oh, they put the hint in the title of the stage. I see.
Mm-hmm.
I wall warehouse.
Houseware eye wall.
Lots of walls, but you see the weapons that usually get the bird's eye view.
Just got the news for the Mushroom versus Star Splatfest.
Whoa.
Wait, what?
Oh my goodness.
It's
That
been a
was
while.
months ago.
Oh, same team. Okay. I swear if it's walleye again.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Galugas are going to want to take the right and left closed. Based on how they've been playing. So watch out for that. If you see like a wall go up, just don't push it.
Did they have rapid last time?
No. He had a zap, I think. Got one.
Okay, there's
One on me.
blues are left.
Got him. Rapid on me. Got them.
Oh, the try is on
Bucket
our
on
left.
left.
Popping
Not
armor
bad.
because I'm about to get pushed.
The try is right by me. Thank you.
One to
Versus
freezer,
try.
one trying to come down street. It's rapid. Rapid
Baller.
down.
Following.
Baller booyah.
Oh.
Glugas right.
Right stack.
I traded with Glugas. Right stack one chasing Jim.
2. What? They both fell? What? What just happened?
Wow. Okay.
Was that rain?
Yeah, I'll take that.
Did the rain push them off because they had armor?
I just saw the both fall off on the map.
Unfortunate
What
for
happened?
them.
On their snipe is the 52.
They have no sympathy for me.
There's 2 there. I'm aggressing it from their bunker.
Booyah.
Ah. Didn't hit quite enough shots. Galuga's coming around right with rapid. They're in mid now.
There's a baller.
They're gonna be pushing mid in force.
Oh, I'm down.
Got one?
Another
Oh,
baller.
almost got 2.
I guess I'm alone down here.
No, this is bad.
Oh, but yeah, I was
Yeah,
thrown
I'm
behind
down.
me. Didn't see it.
Okay, they've got controlled. Careful.
Haha, I can hit you. There we go.
Hi there.
Not this guy.
One left.
Gal. Oh,
Pushing left.
I'm
Got
abusing
one.
this gal.
Traded. Galuga's back on zone. One left.
Was-
Left behind Simon, behind you.
I'm glad you got to witness that.
yeah, that was great. Thank you, Debbie.
Okay, cool. Push in, push in.
Oh my gosh, Googie's got me in mid.
Watch out for Booyah.
Baller on the
I'm
left
down.
stack.
Googie's
Careful,
on
we're
mid
2
again.
down. I'm gonna paint for armor really quick. I don't know if I have time. I probably don't have time. We'll get it partway through the push, but we gotta go. One on the right court, going right close now.
That's 2 right.
Here's armor. Get in there.
Oh.
Coming from right. And 1 in mid.
They're far.
We're
They're
down in mid.
Booyahing.
Googie's on the ramp, ballering.
We're 2 down.
Another
Oh,
baller right
dear.
behind you, sir.
Got one of them. Other one's weak. Got him.
Right stack.
Oh,
Left
I
stack.
couldn't get far enough away
Ah, I
from the
got him.
ball. They're behind you? Yeah.
Yeah, it's 3 down.
Okay, Googie's all this left.
One their snipe.
Here's armor. Got 1. Got 2.
One on the left.
That might be it.
Googie's got me.
Got another one. I'm down. Got guillotine.
Baller on mid. Oh, they got it.
Back up, Simon. Good jump out. Alright, careful. Don't expose yourself, Andre. There are people who can hit you from here. Going after the rapid, which is bad, and I'm gonna die if I stay there.
Tries on the
Armor.
stack. Tries
Good
dead.
pick, good
Someone
pick.
from behind. 52 from behind.
Back right, back right.
Got 52.
Coming from the back ramp. Baller on point, baller on point.
Yep. Pushing their freezer, got one. Another one their freezer, got them. One on
Oh,
zone,
what am I getting shot at from?
got them. 52 their bunker.
One left.
Yeah, blue goes left.
Okay, Rapids coming right. Baller on zone. Oh, they're coming in now.
2 on left, got me.
Oh, I'm out of ink.
What you
Dang
got?
it.
Oh,
Oh no.
Alright, we'll just need a recap here and then we'll be able to win. Crap, I missed that. Don't get yourself caught there. Oh, boy.
I was just surrounded.
I'm getting pushed on the left, and I don't want to be there.
It's oh,
Alright, let's see what we can do here.
Got one
there
down.
you got one.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
oh my goodness. Oh, that was stressful.
That is a good game to end the stream on.
Yeah. And we needed was the other map.
And that's the good map. Alright. Thanks everybody for watching. This has been Squid School. We do this every Tuesday. If you want any of your video to get VOD reviewed the way that we did for Team Rising Tide today, just hit me up on Discord. The Discord to go to is this one that is going to be in chat right now. Go there and you'll find me, Gem. Got a little picture of a jewel next to me. I'm one of the people with the coach role. So it should be pretty easy to find me. Just send me a DM. Let me know a little bit about what your goals are and what it is that you would like me to VOD review. Give me, you know, the video footage, and we'd be happy to do it there. So hit us up. Next week is, I think, completely free right now. So if anybody's interested, send me something. We will see you then, and hopefully by that time, fingers crossed, there will be another of the How to Get Out of Ranked videos up on YouTube. So you can check those out on the Bravous Esports YouTube channel as well. So we'll see you all next time. Say bye, everybody.
Everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Peace.